the problem is me, right? And and that belief, it's very important for me to know, because uh, basically the old me, and I like saying the old me, just like a couple months ago, would not challenge my own beliefs and will make up excuses on why I'm not making money. So being able to realize that I need to increase my belief in the products for myself, I need to increase my belief in the swipe trades for myself in order for me to make money, it's ultimately going to help me attract new customers. Because unless I truly believe in it, I'm not going to be able to talk to people, right? So I have made the decision to really work on taking care of my beliefs, right? And it's something that I want to continue to do as we continue to grow. Um, I love the structure that we're having. I love the system that we are putting in place to work together. I'm excited about it. I'm truly excited about it, and that's why it's very important for me to be fully loaded with 100% confidence in everything that I'm doing, and to truly just continue to work in this, because I know it's gonna pay me a lot of money. That's what I'm trying to get across. I've made the decision to make this a profession, for this to pay me above $10,000 a month. So I really want to take care of business.
Very good. Very good. I love it. Who else wants to share?
I'll go.
Go for it.
Josue, I love what you just said. I love the way you put the old me. Even though it may have only been a month ago or even 2 weeks ago, that's exactly the way I feel, the old me, because it's a new me. I am reinventing myself in everything. And that's something, especially over the last 3 days, that I've really been, oh, how do I want to say, really embracing in everything during the day. Like, for instance, today I'm walking through the hallway at work and I hear, I'm at a, there's a lot of suites and there's some doctor's offices on our floor. And there was a lady with her 2 kids or 3 kids that were getting onto the elevator. And I walked out of the bathroom and I heard her say the kids were saying they wanted this, that, and the other. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That's $100. No, we can't have that. That's $100." And part of me wanted to say, teach them what they can do to attain that. What can they do to earn that $100? And it's the new me. It's the new me coming through. So I just, it's really resonating with me. And that's why, Josue, I love what you said, the old me, because that's just it. It is. It is the old, even if it was as of yesterday. It's the old us. We're going forward and we're changing our lives. And it's all about that mindset. So, Daryl, I just thank you. I can't thank you enough for changing my life, because I know that going forward, everything is going to be different. And I already feel it. I was just telling Janine tonight, I feel the different mindset, because contracts are coming in, phone calls are coming in. We decided we want to go with 7 days a week instead of 5 days a week. That's an extra $1,000 a month. I make commission on that. It's just that kind of stuff. I just feel like I'm attracting it because of the different vibration in my mindset and in my, everyday dealings. So I just wanted to kind of capitalize on what he just said. I love that way he said, "Oh me," I love it. So that's
And
all.
Wendy, that's good stuff. My next question is, what do you think we need to work on
In
next?
regards to for me or for everybody?
For everybody.
Still, once again, as we kind of noticed tonight, who are you talking to?
Yes.
So, and I noticed it coming back. Like I said, that's why I stopped and took pictures, because I'm like, really? There's $1 million houses all around me. These people have a different mindset than I do. And yeah, so that was it was awesome. It was exciting. This is right
Well,
around the corner.
So
ahead.
everybody knows what we're talking about. Tonight we sat down, I was at Wendy's house, and we had a couple people there, and both people, good people, but both people, no jobs, broker and a joke, can't scrape 2 quarters together for 50 cents. And we're sitting there talking about how you can make money investing. Come on, man. You know, it's like, this is
Wrong
not
people.
what
Not
you should be doing.
yeah.
You know, you should not be talking to these people.
Right. I mean,
So-
I know Daryl was thinking, I hate to jump in here, but I know Daryl was probably thinking, okay, I've got my time's worth a lot, and right now I'm wasting. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that out loud, but
No, it's true. It's true.
because these were people that you have to totally reinvent the wheel, and it's not worth it.
It's not worth. Right.
On to the next.
On to the next. That's right. That's right. We're not here to change them. We're there to show them a vehicle that's already running that they can tap into.
You know, and like you said, the internist I'm working for, if she didn't run out of those, trust me, she'll be talked to within the next day or so. Yeah. I'll be talking because they got million. They're living in a $750,000 house. They got money to invest. She needs to hear about what I got to say. That's who I'm looking at. And then driving back, I'm thinking it's all over. It's all around. Why would we settle for people that don't, like you said, don't have a job or are worried about it? I'll make more than what I'm getting on Social Security. I can't. I'm sorry. You did so good. I'm so proud of you how you held that. You did good.
So awesome. All right. Thanks, Wendy. Who else is next?
Right.
Anybody else?
Oh, I came in late. What was the question?
The question is, what was your takeaways in the last 2 sessions that we had, and what do you think we need to work on moving forward?
I still really love the journaling, and I really love the fact of understanding the beliefs and your self-image and how that ties into your outcome and the good self-talk. I would love to tap into how to set up your daily plan. Because for me, I'm so scattered and I want to do so many things, and I understand focus on 3 major things that you want to accomplish first, and then also to whatever your goals were, break them down into smaller increments so that you can ultimately accomplish that and check that off your list. But I'm so all over the place. I don't even know where to start.
Okay, that's a good one. I got it written down.
I love that she said that, because I would like to know that as well with time management, because now that things are shifting in a more positive light for everyone, I think especially, well, for me, I'm going to, there's a lot of things that I have going on, and I just balancing them, I would just like to, I guess, have more tips on. And my biggest takeaway from the last couple sessions is that the big 4 things that you mentioned, they're skills. And I never thought about them that way. I just thought you either had to be good at it or you didn't. You know, you had to read a manual to get good at it or watch, so many presentations. So I guess I never thought about it in that way. And that and all of those 4 things are for me. I never made the connection either that it's self-image. Because I had a lot of trouble talking to people about the business. And even now, I'm excited about doing it and having these steps implemented, but at the same time, old Siobhan, and I love that whole sway, because I always refer to myself like the old Siobhan and new Siobhan are always battling. But old Siobhan is like, really? and so Nushaban is like, yep, it's happening. But at the same time, I it's just stuff I have to work on it. But
Perfect.
I think.
Got it. Who else?
I can go.
All right, go for it.
Okay, I think my biggest takeaway was, I think it still has to be self-image and belief. I never realized how big and how important it was in my life, and I realized that once I master that, I will be able to master anything because there will be nothing stopping me. So I feel like that's something I really have to work on.
I love it. And what would you like to work? What do you think we need to work on as a group?
As a group, I think belief. Belief is one of the most important ones.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Who else?
I'll go next.
Go for it.
Hi, everyone. So to me, overall, it's been a little bit of everything. So talking to winners, the other day was really big for me when it was about not making it about myself, but making it about the other person. Self-image and beliefs are huge for me too. Definitely what I would say though, like overall, the main one is the talking to winners. Because I don't know, I feel like now that we're going to start getting more involved in team building and, and getting out there again. It's super important to not go back and do the same things. So if I could say that if there's anything that we could work on as a team, would be application, applying all those things that you've been showing us. But that small thing, but that's super huge and important, which is to talk to winners and having a good self-image and beliefs about yourself is going to vibrate that off to everybody, into the universe, into the world. And definitely that's super important because you don't just can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I thought I heard somebody say like something, but you don't just attract winners just because you want to attract. You have to be obviously putting out positive energy and doing all the right things that it takes, to be able to make those connections. And I don't know, I feel like winners are winners because they can sense that type of people. They know who to build relationships with. They know, what to take a look at. And that for me has been huge. So definitely talking to winners has been the most big takeaway, and the thing that I think would be great for us to all apply as a team.
All right. I like it.
Super redundant, but yeah.
That's okay. Anybody else?
The one thing that I think we might want to clarify is when we're talking about winners and losers, we're not talking about people as human beings. We're pre-qualifying them for whether or not they could participate in what we're offering them. That just, as we're talking about winners and losers, that just keeps flashing through my mind that we're not talking about them as a individual person. Mm-hmm. Am I making sense?
So I would like you to talk more about that. I want to expand on that since you brought it up.
So let's think about this for just a minute, guys. You know what? I don't know about y'all, but at one point in time, I guess I could have been called a loser because You know, financially, I didn't have a lot of money to invest in whatever, but if I looked at myself, I didn't consider myself a loser because I was working on self development and, you know, changing my life, and that's one step at a time. And, you know, the more I worked on it, the better I got, the more money I was able to invest, the more I learned, you know, I climbed that mountain. So we will find people who want to make the effort, that don't have the money at the moment. But in order to keep your business going, you certainly need to pre-qualify them, you know, as far as money goes, because you can't spend a ton of your time working with the person, you know, all the people that don't have money. You're not there to hold their hand and baby step them. We really are in the process of building our business, need to pre-qualify somebody for if they can participate at the level in which we set as a standard for our business. So, you know, that was just my thought on that.
Did anybody think that we were doing it any differently? I'm just curious.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, for Shelly though, because I was a little bit confused about what she was saying. Does this mean that she's saying that there's sometimes people, like for example, she says that we might consider, or for example, like just as an example, she said that maybe at one point she could be considered a loser by others, but she knew deep down that she was a winner, and it just took a matter of time and her putting in dedication and time to, you know, do personal development and stuff like that. But then she said that that we don't have to babysit, or so. My question is, does that mean that that she believes that we should talk to people that we see potential in, or that we shouldn't even go there because we don't want to run into one of those people that will have to be, you know, baby stepped through the whole way? That, I don't know. I was just kind of confused on that.
Good question. Good question.
I feel as though we shouldn't, as we're pre-qualifying our potential clients, that we are not, I'm going to say that we are not going to go out there and look for people that we would have to hold by the hand to take them from their, say, minimum wage job to, you know, I don't know, a multimillionaire, for example. If they're there and they have the interest and are willing to put in the time and effort and whatever, certainly we should be supportive of them and, you know, bring that person into the fold. I'm talking about people who don't want to learn. They don't have the ethic, the work ethic, or the values, and they're not willing. They don't want to go there. You know, we aren't going to chase down people that we got to talk into saving $20 a month or investing $20 a month. No. There are too many people out there that have plenty of money, that want to invest, that are always looking for an opportunity to put their money in a better place, because they're business people, they're business minded, they're in that mindset already. You don't have to chase them down, beat them over the top of the head, and talk them into it. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, so that means that talking to people that that although we know potentially would be good candidates, that for now it's kind of like, let's just focus on the ones that we do know for sure, right?
The low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not saying dismiss those people completely. I'm just saying don't spend the majority of your time chasing after them.
Yeah.
Can I add something real quick?
Go for it.
So, yeah, I agree with Shelly and Alejandra. I believe it's mindset, not bank account. And that's my personal opinion. Winners are just open, ready for an opportunity to take them out of a bad place financially, or to just allow them to even make more money because they're doing extremely great, or just to allow them to make more money because they're doing good, you know? But it's the mindset of them being open for an opportunity. And so the way I understand winners and losers, it's mindset.
Mm-hmm.
They might be broke financially, but I mean, I'm doing this business in the long run, right? So it might take them a year to be able to have $2,000 in a trading account. But those are the ones who, in my opinion, they're going to continue to push because they're just winners.
I love that classification of
Can I-
winners and losers being mindset.
Can I add something, Daryl? I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course. You got to ask, just add.
I'm gonna use Jasmine as an example, just because I love her. But just adding on to what Josue said, that has been huge for me, and I know that it's been huge for him too, because we were able to see this a lot when we were growing our team. And using Jasmine as an example, I remember when Jasmine first came to the meetings, and she told us that she had already been into personal development. She had already been looking for an opportunity like this. One of the characteristics that I love the most about Jasmine, I don't know if I've ever told her, but she'll be able to hear it now, but I talk to Josue about this all the time, is that when Jasmine says she's going to do something, she does it. When she says she's going to go to Orlando, she goes. When she says she's going to show up on a call or to a meeting, she shows up. And up to this date, I don't remember a time where she's said she's going to do something that she's not pulled through. And I think the biggest reason for that being is that when she came into this, she was already coming in with the right mindset. She is not a millionaire, and to many people, she might not be educated because she doesn't have a degree, but this girl is wise beyond her years, and she's gone through a lot of personal development and a lot of growth, and I think that's why she's doing so good. And compared to the other people that I know,
Oh, thank you so much, Ale.
oh, I love you. And compared to the other people in our team, I was able to notice that because they weren't coming in with personal development or previously finding looking for something like this. It was just like, oh, it fell on my plate, it's kind of fun, it's kind of cool, and it's like, okay, maybe I'll just tag along. But I feel like that's why they just didn't keep pushing through. So what Josue said to me, it's huge, because that's exactly the way I think that's exactly the way that I see it. Winners for me is in mentality, not money. It comes with mentality.
I like it.
Can I say something here? Can I say something?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Alejandra, you just hit that out of the park. I absolutely love your passion for Jasmine. Of course, we all love her. I have that same passion for Siobhan. I'm so proud of her. I see, you guys all see it. You guys see the diamond we have in her. And that's just it. You just hit the nail on the head. It's the people that are engaging. And Shelly, you don't know the background to, I think you were referring to what I was saying earlier. And it's the people that have been affiliated with us for a while, but they kind of have a mindset of get rich quick still. Even though you guys are telling me this, I still want to do it on my own, and I want to hurry up and make my millions tomorrow, and I don't want to go through everything you guys are telling me, and I'll be here today. I'll be gone for 3 months. I'll come back in a bit. Anyways, I'm just saying that's kind of where the comments that I made earlier were about, and I apologize for that. It's the people like Alejandra just said, absolutely. It's the people that are, I'll be there. I'm showing up. It's the people that are engaging. They want to learn. They want to embrace whatever you have to say. And that's the way I am. And that's why, but I mean, like my Siobhan and our Jasmine, and oh my God, absolutely. That's what it's all about right there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Hey, Wendy, you know what they say about success? 90% is just showing up.
Yes, exactly. And that's what it is, Shelley. And I apologize for if it sounded, if it didn't make sense, some of the comment, and it was probably, I think I'm no dummy. I think
Uh-oh.
You're breaking up, Win. And thank you for the compliment.
Because I love you and I miss you, my girl. But anyways, she's a rock star. But I'm just saying, that's what it is, Shelley. It's the people that wanna. There's parasites, and there are. Oh, how does that go? There's people that want to learn from you, and there's people that want to take from you. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, anyways,
Absolutely.
And I believe we're getting into a common ground here where we are agreeing that it's all about not begging those who don't want it.
All right.
And we were I was getting caught up in trying to reach out too much to a lot of people that are not even here, right? In the group.
That's true.
And some people want it, some people don't. So that's the thing. Don't get caught up with those who don't want it, and those who do want it, they will see it and they will run with you without you even reminding them, like, hey, 9 p.m. we got a training call. None of that. So that's what I'm feeling between the mindset, right?
you're so smart.
Yes,
by the way.
that's so good.
You are so darn smart.
Daryl, if you would like to
wanna
add
jump in
something.
here?
If not, we could just keep going.
I'm going to be honest. This is the first time I can shut up and let you guys talk. And truly, I love it because this is what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about me doing all the yapping and you guys doing the listening. This is a discussion, and it's a group, and we're a team, and we're supposed to be having dialogue with each other and just throwing out our ideas and our thoughts without worrying about, am I going to sound stupid? Am I saying the wrong thing? Is everybody going to hate what I say? Just say it so we can have some dialogue and talk, because look how much it's opening up. Look how powerful this little dialogue just became. I mean, there's just so much power in it. If we can keep the momentum and just keep our discussions like this, man, I'm telling you, we will move forward so much stronger.
I think this has been the best call yet, mainly because you're right, Daryl. That's just it. The emotions are coming out.
Yeah.
And absolutely. And this is good. These are the things that we're going to.
So let's continue on. And I want to, we got 4 steps, right? We have 4 steps in our system. First step is building the list. Second step is inviting. Third step is putting them on the sales web presentation. Fourth step is follow-up. And we are still working on this first step of building a list. And as Shelley calls it, we're qualifying and whatnot. So I want to have some discussions now, because this is without this, guys, you have no business. And I hope you understand that. Without building a list or finding a way to meet new people, you have no business. You have no future. It's the most important thing. So I don't care how long we have to spend on this until you guys are comfortable and we have some great discussions and dialogue about this. But this is very, very important, because this never goes away. Your whole network marketing career, any business you're going to do, period, in the world, you gotta build prospects. You got to go find people to talk to. So let's talk about that. We're talking about qualifying. What are somebody's fears? So let's talk about that. Let's bring it out to the open. What are some of your fears about building a list, meeting new people, building relationships? You know, how do you find them? All that type of stuff. Let's just open it up and talk about this, because this is what people need. And crickets.
Give us a minute. Let us
Yes.
marinate. Let us.
Ready, set, go.
Can you give
Okay,
me
I'll go.
first? No,
This is a
Yeah,
big
you
topic,
have
so
taught
I
us the
know-
5-second rule.
This is a big topic, so I know you guys have some fears or phobias or discussions around this thing, because this is the meat and potatoes of building a business and making money.
Yeah.
For me,
I'll say something.
Go for it.
A big thing for me was like about 3 months ago, when I built my list and really dove into my warm market, and doing it this time and thinking of it like the winners, the people who are having success in life, and think of it as shifting my mindset. I got kind of nervous. Like, this list is looking very narrowing. But then within the last 24 to 48 hours, I realized a key thing, which is this is applying, because I'm always doing the personal development. I'm always, Eric Worre this, Eric Worre that. I realized something that came about was prospecting, and that true skill of prospecting. And prospecting, don't go out to prospect, but prospect while you're out. And on the way home, I was talking to a Lyft driver. And I realized just talking, having a conversation, not just, shoving something down, having that agenda. I realized that just having conversation, you can really tell if someone has a winner mindset. And I think that has been a huge thing for me as far as my list, because I'm thinking like, man, this list is looking skinny. Like, it wasn't like my list before. So overcoming that fear and that phobia of like, I'm kind of nervous, I'm young, who do I really know? I understand that you have to continue to add to that. It's not just make the list and you're done. You make that list and you continue to add names as you're thinking about it and as it's coming about. And that's what I'm doing. I'm continuing to, even names that I haven't thought of, I'm like, oh yeah, this person, oh yeah, that person. So there's a fear there as well. And I think I'm being aware of it and asking myself why. That's been really huge, a big reflection for me.
Awesome. What do you guys think about that?
That's good. Like,
I've
big ideas. and it's true. You can tell within the very short time when you talk with someone if they have a winner's mindset or a loser's mindset. So
I really liked what she said about don't go out to prospect while you're out. When I heard her say that, I'm like, whoa.
That's Houghton Buck said that, not me, not Janine.
No, yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is that's deep for me, because to be honest, I want it to get to a point where I'm out there and it's just so easily to me to be able to right away identify that if the person I'm talking to, is a winner. And I'm not doing it, I want to be one of those persons that's going out, that's always, saying hi, saying hello, starting new conversations. That's, aside from this, that's already my way of being. It's so easy for me to just arise a new conversation and say hello, or, bring up something out of nowhere. but I want it to get to a point where it just becomes so easily to me, so natural to me, that right away, you know, I'm making connections, I'm talking to people, and right away being able to identify that they're winners. Not that I'm actually just going to be like, okay, today I'm going to go out and, you know, I'm already freaking out. And it's like, I want it to become a part of my life, that it just comes super naturally to me. So that was huge for me.
So let's do some role playing on this, because this is role playing is what? Application.
Yes.
Application, right? So Alejandra, let's say we meet,
Okay.
at the grocery store.
Okay.
And let's say I'm dressed kind of nice.
Okay.
All right. And you meet me. How might you prospect me? What might you say to me? How would the conversation go?
I would say something like, well, I probably would say something. I would compliment you on your clothes. I'd say something like, "Oh, like nice shoes or nice watch."
Why?
Why would I say that?
Yes. For everybody on the phone that doesn't know, we got some new people here that doesn't know how to talk to a stranger. They've never talked to a stranger a day in their life. So you said you compliment them. Why are you complimenting them?
I feel like when you compliment somebody, it just takes the tension away. You make it on them. You focus the attention on them, and everybody likes feeling good. Everybody likes being complimented, and I don't know, I feel like it's just a really nice way to approach somebody.
Okay, so go ahead with the compliment.
Okay, so I'd say something like, "Oh, you know, nice shoes. You dress really nice. What do you do for a living?"
Oh, thank you. I'm an accountant.
Oh, wow, that's super nice. My fiance is actually an accountant. He graduated from Wayne State University. How do you like it?
Oh, wow. I really enjoy it. It's one of my passions.
Oh, that's nice. How long have you been doing it for?
Oh, about 7 years.
Oh, okay. So you must really like being behind charts and numbers. I know that was something really huge for him. He's actually, my fiance, he's actually not working as an accountant now because he had a really hard time with that. But I'm guessing you must really enjoy it, right?
I do, yes.
Oh, that's super, super sweet. Well, hey, listen, there's a project that I'm working on, and I don't know, you just seem like a really sharp person, and I'd love for you to be able to come and check it out one of these days. Do you mind if I take your card?
Not at all.
Okay, that's I haven't done a role play in a long time,
That's
but
good. So you did so for everybody on the line,
That was perfect.
this is an invite, right? And this is skill number 2, right? The first one is building the list. The second one is doing an invite. And this is a skill, okay? It takes practice and role playing to get this skill down. So Alejandra, you did wonderful, okay? So
I want to hire her.
You did a transition, which was great, right?
okay. I was a little nervous, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and so her transition was, I'm working on a project. You look pretty sharp, and this might be something you're interested in. You got a business card? You see? And I said, well, sure, I got a business card, right? And then she could say, great, I'll send you some information, right? Nothing right now, just I'll send you some information. She just put me on her list. So one day she can send me that information and invite me to the webinar. It may be tomorrow. It may be a month from now. It may be a year from now. The point is she got a prospect on her list. That's how she grows her list. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, she didn't shove it down his throat. She complimented him. She got his attention and just got his information. And wow,
Right?
good job.
Another way to do it. See, there's not a right or a wrong way. This is the artsy side of it. This is the being creative side. Alejandra, I want to challenge you right now. And forget Alejandra. Let's go with somebody else.
Woohoo!
Yeah. wants to do that role play, but I don't want you to say what Alejandra said. I want you to invite me a different way. What is a different way? See, guys, this is why this is so huge. This is where you hear me say, business is a thinking man's or a thinking woman's game. You must think about how you could do it differently. What else could you say to that person? How else could you say it to get their information that makes them comfortable and makes you comfortable? You have to think about your approach. You have to think about different ways you can say things to get their information. So does anybody else have some ideas here? And
Also,
Go for it.
Okay. So, as an accountant, I bet you work with a lot of people who do investing.
Oh, you know, our corporation does do a lot of investing, yes.
Yeah. Are you involved in any of that?
No, I'm more on the payroll side.
So you do payroll taxes and that type of thing?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I loved accounting in high school. I did real good with it then, but once I started my own business, I really needed somebody who could keep track of all of the new laws and everything like that for me. I do a lot of investing through my business, and excuse me, is that something you do the payroll side, but do you also do people's personal tax returns?
Oh, no, we're a corporation. Yeah, I do cut checks and things of that nature for the company.
For the company. Oh, not to sound silly, but what is your what do you do for them as an accountant in the payroll department?
Write people's paychecks, figure out, you know, what the payroll is going to be, taxes, all that good stuff, healthcare.
All right, I'm gone. I'm done.
It's okay.
You totally stumped me. I had a direction I was going with that, and I just totally bombed.
That's okay. You get an A for effort.
Daryl. I have a question.
Yes.
I really like where she was going with it. How about, for example, Shelly, how about asking the person for their information, their card? Because, you know, I remember, I don't know how exactly it goes, but pretty much it's like you want to ask them. Maybe that person's not interested, but you may like well, there's a project that I'm working out. I don't think it might be something that might interest you, but maybe you might know a couple of people that will, you know, be interested in this because you said that you had there was other people in your job area that were into investing. So I don't know, could that be a way?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's not a right or a wrong. There's just it's like fishing, guys. There's different lures. You've got to learn how to have different lures in your tackle box when you're talking to people to be able to pull it, reel it in, and cast it out, I should say, and reel it in, right? So that's perfect. And that's what this is for. So I want you guys to understand that's what role playing is for. I want you to mess up here. Mess up here so when you get out on the street, you're not worried, and you've done this several hundreds of times. This is what role playing is for. It's for you to practice in a safe environment and exercise the muscle of having to think on your feet. Having to think on your feet is important in this business. And if you do not practice it here, you will fail out there. And that's not what you want, right? I'm sure that's not what everybody wants.
Nope.
So you might as well get over your ego and practice it here so you can start to make some serious money.
I love it.
So I'll give you a couple examples that just come to my mind thinking through. So let me who can role play with me?
I'll role play.
Okay. So Who said that first? Janine?
Yep.
Okay. So Janine, so I've met you. Where have I met you at?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Okay. And what do you do? How am I going to meet you? How am I introducing to you?
Barista, and you're paying for your coffee.
You're what?
I'm a barista, and you're paying for your coffee.
Okay, perfect. So I'm paying for my coffee right now, right? And I say, I got to just give you a quick compliment. You've done a really good job here today. How long you been working here?
Thanks. I started about 3 months ago.
3 months ago? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's cool. Pays the bills.
All right. Are you planning on staying here for a while, or do you got some other bigger dreams?
I have bigger dreams.
Oh, bigger dreams, huh?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I got to go really quick, but I actually own my own business, and I'm looking for some people, and I was really impressed by you. If you don't mind, can I get your name and number? And I'd like to shoot you some information and hook up with you another time.
That sounds great. I would love that.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's one way, right? So I'm a business owner. You're pretty sharp, and I'd like to get your information because we're looking for people like you.
Mm.
Well, short and simple, right?
What would
Yes.
you say? Yeah, what type of business?
So let's say that. So we're looking for people like you. Would you mind giving me your contact information, and I can shoot you some more information about it? So Josue asked me.
Okay, sure, absolutely. What type of business do you own?
I'm in the financial services industry.
Oh, nice. So you advise people on finance?
Something like that.
Okay, people ask those questions.
Sure. And that's what I would say. Something like that.
Okay, you just keep it very not detailed.
That's right. This is not time for a presentation. I'm piquing an interest to see if they're open to opportunity.
Mm.
Yep. Good point.
Good.
Okay. So, okay, Janine, give me a tough one.
By the way, that's why I asked that question, because it's usually those silly questions that get us killed, and then
well, you know why?
we try to sound smart, and then we
you
just
turn it into a sales presentation. So here's the problem, guys. I want you to let me get to
Right.
the whiteboard, because if you guys, this is what I was seeing with a lot of you guys, and why you're struggling so bad is, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. This is why you guys are struggling so bad, or were. Okay, there's 4 steps, right? There's 4 steps to our system. And here's what happens. When you guys are inviting and they start to ask you questions, you turn it into the sales presentation right away. And then they make a judgment and they're like, I don't know, this is not for me, I'm not interested. Because you tried to pitch them the whole deal right then and there. And you sounded like a salesman, you sounded sleazy, you sounded like it's one of those deals, it sounds like it sounds terrible to them. Instead of holding your ground, being a professional, and saying, listen, I don't have time right now. I was just asking if you're open to blah, blah, blah. Yes, great. I'm going to shoot you some information that'll give you everything you need to know. Why don't you go check that out, and then I'll follow up with you, and I'll see what you think. It's just that simple. But we get to the invite, and we're pitching, we're selling, we're trying to convince at the invite. We're trying to get a yes right there. And we become defensive. We become everything in the world that we hate. Can you guys relate to that? Who knows that they've done that?
Oh, me.
So
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
so the system is you have to be good at giving an invite and then putting them on an official presentation. The goal is to be quick. Hey, you look sharp. I don't know if this is going to be for you or not. I own a business. We're looking for some people. I'd like to exchange contact information. I'd like to send you some information and talk with you further in the future. And a language like that doesn't have to be word. Daryl, tell me exactly what to say. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And you want to sound professional. You want to sound like, hey, you know what? I'm working on something. What Alejandro said is a great one too, right? Hey, I'm working on a project. We're looking for some sharp people like you. I don't know if it's going to be a fit for you or not, but I'd like to get your business card. I'd like to shoot you some information about what we're working on. Or, hey, this probably isn't for you, but because you're in this industry, you probably know a lot of sharp people. I would like to get your contact information, and maybe we can have a cup of coffee. Maybe I can talk with you. We can work something out. You just have to learn how to think on your feet based on the situation, on how that person wouldn't say, you're a cuckoo. Why are you talking to me? Bless you.
Bless you.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. So does that make sense on the invite? You want to invite to where it's a professional invite, but all you're doing, and you just, guys, you answer questions generically. So what are you in? I'm in the financial services industry. Oh, what do you do? Oh, we have a lot of services. But I'll tell you what, give me your information and I'll shoot you some information about our company.
And it makes people very curious.
Okay, guys, if you will just get what I'm about to tell you right now, and I hope you're at a space to understand this now. And I keep saying it. We talked about it in session 1. We talked about it in session 2. And we're going to talk about it right now. Human behavior. It is our job to know how humans respond and how humans are predictable. Humans are predictable. Humans are predictable. Humans are predictable.
What?
Curiosity kills the cat.
Cat, yeah.
The less you say in the invite, this is why they keep saying to everybody in network marketing, the less you say, the more you make. The less you say, the more you make.
That's a good one.
Because once people see the full presentation, most people go, man, this is pretty good. It's us that ruin it because we prejudge and then we tell them what we want, and then they got a notion in their head, and then they're thinking negative when they go to watch the webinar. If you focus on negative, you get negative. If you focus on negative, you get negative. If somebody's talking to you and thinks it's one of these deals, oh boy, one of these things, all they see is one of these deals and one of these things in the presentation. If you invite them and they see, oh my gosh, they own a business and they want me to be involved in their business, and maybe it's better than my job right now. Oh man, I can't wait to see what this webinar is about. Now they see the webinar with good vibration eyes. And they're dying to watch it because curiosity kills the cat. And yet, when I'm with you guys, I say, okay, let's make some calls, and you're talking for 20 minutes, telling them, man, let me tell you about this. It's investing, and it's Forex, and it's this, and it's, you know how you exchange stuff from Canada to the United States? Yeah. That's what we do. See, and you're giving the whole beans right on this call. It's invite as a professional. Hey, I own a business. You look pretty sharp. I think our services might be something you would really be interested in. Why don't I get your exchange some information, and I'll send you some information about it. Just that simple. Hey, what's it all about? Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm running late for an appointment. I will shoot you that information tonight. Let's talk about that. How does that make you guys feel? Are you hearing it differently for the first time? Are you hearing it? I've said this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I love this. I've loved this for a long time. I remember once when we were coming out of an event with Tamara and Lawrence that for the Alex Morin event when he was here. Remember we went out to eat, me, Ali, and Josue. And while we were there, we had a waiter who was there helping us, and we were dressed really, really nice. So right away, he started asking us, like, what do you guys do for a living? You guys look like really, really sharp people. We didn't give him a lot of information. Pretty much we just, I don't honestly recall what we told him, but pretty much he was so attentive with us, like so attentive. I think he must have been like, these people are balling with money or something. Like they look really, really like top notch, like really professional. And he, like, for the whole time that we were there, he was just so good to us, so much that he had gotten off of his shift, and pretty much he stayed behind waiting for us at the door until we left to keep talking to us. And I think it's just because we didn't say much. It was that curiosity of him wanting to know more. And this was, I think he was like 17 years old. But right away you could tell that he was looking for something, because he was just so, like so intrigued and so wanting to like talk to us. And I don't know, I think this is just the perfect example of when you don't give out too much, people like will do whatever to just find out.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Who else has some thoughts here?
I just want to say it is a huge reminder, and definitely didn't have it present, but I'm glad we are all talking about this because for some reason I just didn't have it present, so I know I would have messed up my first couple of talks. But yeah, it's good.
I think before I felt so much pressure to get that invite, and then I would pressure and then excitement that they were listening, and so I would end up just vomiting all over them. You know what I mean? And I would just see the back of their heads just running from me. You know what I mean? So I think I have a better understanding, and I think I'm really hearing it, not only hearing it, but just believing it. You know what I mean? Like it just can't be that simple, you know. And then I try to put my own spin on it, and then it was terrible, you know. So all of those things. And so I think this time I'm really believing and am just relaxed because people will, and like Alejandra said, you know, people will be drawn to just keeping it simple. Less is more. So I think that's how my perspective has changed since before.
Yeah, see, there's nothing wrong with being a professional, calling somebody up and saying, hey, listen, I own a business, and you know, I was thinking of you, and I'm not quite sure if you're going to be, you know, this is going to interest you or not, but I think it might. If I shoot you over some information, you know, can you take a look at it for me? It's just that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more to it.
I think what used to get me is if okay, the invite, and then if they ask the questions after that, then I wasn't thinking fast enough on my feet, and then I would start pitching them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I got it. Yeah, makes sense. Wendy, what are your thoughts? She might be tied up. Who else? Dominique?
No, I'm here. I just had to get you guys off mute.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So no, I totally agree with what Siobhan just said, and of course, I love the way you just put it when you did the little exercise there, Daryl. That's awesome. Less is best. I love that because, like Alejandra, you were so on point with, hey, you look good, you're sharp, man, and then. Once again, less is best. I love that. And that's just it. Take it away from them. Leave them wanting whatever it is we have. I like that. So, yeah, totally. I the way you put it, Daryl and Alejandra and Siobhan all together. So I agree. That's my take, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
I have a question, though.
Go ahead.
When it comes to the schedule, I guess that information should go in the email, right? When we send the invite with the link and all that.
Yeah.
We send over the information.
Yes.
All right.
Dominique, anybody else wanna?
Is it okay to say it's every day 8 p.m. something like that?
No. See,
okay. Scarcity,
right? Because if you say it's every day, they're gonna say what? Oh, when I get time, then since it's every day, I'll jump on whenever I can.
Okay.
You see, but if you say, hey, it's tomorrow at 8 p.m., right? When you do your follow up. You'll know, did they watch it or not? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Dominique, anybody else wanna chime in on this invite?
Sure. It just reminds me of when you were talking about value matching, and we pick who we want to work with. We pick who we want to invest that time with, because this is not a instant overnight success. This is not a get rich quick. So since we are going to be spending a lot of time with the person, just make sure they're the right person to invest in, or else all your efforts will go to for nothing. It doesn't benefit them, nor would it benefit you. And that's pretty much what I got out of the whole winners and losers. Is just who do we want to work with, and our value matching qualifications, and going back to when we used to do the role plays and prepping for the invite, and when you were saying, oh, we're going to do role plays, I was like, oh man, pop quiz.
I was instantly afraid.
And it reminded me back to when I was like, where are my notes? Tell me about I remember that section. So, man,
Tell me about it.
You really went from 0 to 100 really quick in all the years of training that we've ever had with you in 1 second. And I was like, oh my God.
You know what's so funny about that, guys? Now I want you to think about something. I really want you to think about something, because this is the turnaround that happened for me. And we've been going through a lot now, and I'm hoping you get this clicks in your mind, okay? So here's what I want you to think about. A lot of you guys are chomping at the bit with me, like, Daryl, can I call now? Can I talk to these people? And this is my question to you. You won't do role plays, but you want to go talk to people. I don't get it. Role plays is your practice. Role plays is where you are a baseball team and you're going to practice and scrimmage so you get better. And game time is when you go perform. So when you're calling live people, you're performing in game time. but you refuse to practice. You're scared to practice. You're scared to do the scrimmages. And that's where you get better. So I don't understand the thinking here. Role playing is where you develop yourself and get your mojo so you become comfortable talking to live people. So if you're not willing to role play and practice, but you want to go talk to people, that doesn't make sense to me. That's like saying I'm going to be a brain surgeon and I'm not going to practice brain surgery on the dead people so I know what I'm doing. I just give me the live people to go practice on. I'll just do operations live. I don't need to practice.
I'll figure it out.
Does that make sense to you guys?
Of course.
Yes.
So you have to get comfortable. This is application, guys.
Yes.
Application is
You know,
you have to get comfortable role playing. We have to role play.
You know what's funny, Daryl?
Go for it.
Is you know, you talk about the brain surgery and practicing on a live person. You know, that's really what we are doing when we go do these invites to people without practicing. We're killing them just like
Yeah.
you're going to kill that patient.
Yeah.
Kill your prospects.
Kill them. Kill them. It's awesome. So I want you, this is why I say slow down the speed up. Don't go at this the same way, guys. Don't try to do what you did in the past. You're going to fail again. Don't do that. Do it a new way. Trust me on this. You will make a lot of money if you just trust the steps that I'm trying to show you. You have to practice. You have to get comfortable thinking on your feet, getting caught in a situation and getting it out. It's better to get it out with the wolf pack than it is to go on the street and try to do this. And it won't take long. If you guys will just role play a couple nights, you'll feel pretty comfortable with this. And then if you will call me and do personal role plays, you will get even more comfortable. 10 minutes of role plays is like 20 hours out in the field, guys.
Yeah, but those are harder.
No kidding. That's the truth.
Well, right?
Necessary though.
See, I like to make them hard for you. So if you can handle, like, as my mentor John said to me, if I make it hard for you, Daryl, and you can survive me, man, you're going to go out in the world and be like a piece of cake.
Yes.
Right? That's why I tell you guys, I don't care if you have somebody you want me to talk to, just give me their number. I have no fears or phobia of talking to somebody. They're not going to say anything to stump me. Because all I'm going to do is ask them if they're interested in looking at some information. That's it. How hard is that? And I'm going to hold my posture. Well, what's it all about? That's what the webinar is going to show you. We're in the financial services industry. Why don't you take a look? I mean, it's not rocket science. But if you don't get put in a situation to learn how to handle your emotions, you are going to be a hot mess. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
So tomorrow, why don't we make it role play Thursdays? Role play Thursday. All we're going to do tomorrow for an hour straight is do nothing but role play on the invite. So I want
Throwback Thursdays.
Sounds awesome, Daryl.
Yes.
So think of some different scenarios, write them down, and what we'll do is all we're going to do is role play on the invite. I'm going to throw a bunch of invite scenarios at you guys, and I want you to participate. You must participate if you're going to fix yourself. You must participate if you're going to be involved in order to make changes in yourself. It's the only way you make a change in yourself is to participate and practice the role play.
Yes.
Make sense?
Can I say something real quick?
Oh, absolutely. Go for it.
So some of the people that are new to the group or they haven't done this before, part of growing is taking yourself out of your comfort zone.
No. Quit it.
I know it. So, even if it's just for the purpose of bringing yourself out of your comfort zone, I would say participate.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, you know what's so funny about this, and I keep saying this all the time. What you guys will learn is, even though this is business stuff, this is life stuff. This is life improvement stuff. This is communication. This is learning how to communicate to another stranger about anything. So learning to communicate and getting out of your comfort zone and having dialogue with somebody is very important, not only in business, in relationships and life in general. So these skills are life skills. They're not just business skills, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so let's go around the horn real quick. Anything else before we end tonight? Anything else anybody wants to make a comment on, question on?
Yeah.
Are we still having a webinar on Saturday at 8?
Yes, we will have our first official webinar Saturday at 8.
8
In the
a.m.
morning?
No, 8 p.m., fools.
This is Daryl y'all are talking to.
Yeah.
I had to ask.
So when are we going to get the webinar address?
I'll make that up tomorrow and shoot it over to you.
Okay.
Hey, Daryl, we should just like have a domain, like wolfpacktraders.com, something.
Yeah,
like that.
I'm gonna make that. Yep.
I wanted to ask, when can we have some nice discussion on hedge trading, understand how that thing works and what the strategy is, short term, long term,
So if unless anybody else wants to have a discussion on that, Josue, me and you can have a discussion on that if you like to learn a little bit more about that and how that works and why you might want to do that.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So let's just plan on talking tomorrow or Friday.
Okay.
And Daryl, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you keep your income options open to making money?
That depends on what it is. What you got?
Go, girls.
Oh, that was your invite. Go
Well,
now.
I would love to explain it to you. Is it okay if I shoot you some information?
Sure.
Great.
All right.
Yeah, go Janine.
Daryl, you have the cutest little face while talking to us in our role play. You're like, oh, say it, say it, say it.
That's awesome. Good job, Janine. All right. Anything else, guys? Nope. Okay. I will shoot the. I have this recorded. I'll shoot it to you guys via email, and then tomorrow, 9 p.m. Let's plan on doing some role plays. And if you need a coaching call, call me, and we'll do some private coaching. All right. Did I lose you guys?